Okay, so we're tuning the treble bridge, and we want this first note to be D sharp. Here's D, and my tuner says E flat for the next note up, which is correct. D sharp and E flat are the same. Then we want a G sharp on the other side. This comes out to G sharp just fine. If yours is not quite right, you may have to slide the bridge one way or the other to get the perfect fifth interval. The quickest way to understand a fifth interval is to sing the song Twinkle, 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 like that. Twinkle, twinkle. Okay, the next note up is A over here. Okay, and the next one is a B. And you can just double check the other side. That's an F sharp. Next one is C sharp. So after the C sharp we have D. Comes E. I'm just going to tune one side of this bridge, and the other side will come into tune quite well if this bridge is placed properly. So there's the F sharp. Now comes the G. Then A. And then B. Then C. If I pluck across from the C, I should have a G. That's right on there. Okay. If your G is flat, you'll need to push the bridge ever so slightly to the left. If the G is sharp, you want to move it to the right a little bit. Once this bridge is set so that you have a fifth interval across the whole length, then all the notes, all you have to do is tune one side of the bridge, and the other side will be in tune. We'll move up to the D here, and then the E, and then we have an F, and then a G, and then comes an A, and then a B flat. All right, there's one other issue here that sometimes people call us about. They can't figure out why, when they get the string in tune on one side, both strings are the same or close to it. On the other side, they're way different. They're supposed to be, you know, in unison on both sides. And what they don't realize is that they have wound one of the strings too high on the tuning peg. They've wound one string upwards on the tuning peg. The wrappings go upward, and so the string itself is not contacting the bridge, this bridge tube, this brass tube here. Now it might be a very slight difference. You know, you may not be able to see the gap, but if you can push the string and it makes contact with the bridge, then you need to undo the string part way, you know, enough so that you can slide the windings downward on the pin and then tighten it up so that string is firmly touching this brass tube. Then we'll tune this again. Let's see. Then we get unison notes on both sides, and you can tune them to a fifth to the proper interval. Okay, so the treble bridge is tuned. Now we're going to tune the bass bridge, and that you tune with your left hand. So it may get a little dicey for you if you're right-handed. Try to pluck one string at a time. Get that in tune, and then pluck the other string of the pair. So that's a D. You don't have to get it perfectly in tune this first time, because it'll be out of tune by the time you get up to the top of the instrument. But just get it close. Here's an E. F sharp. If you don't have enough fingernail to pluck just one string at a time, you might use a guitar pick or some other thin device. Here's a G. I think credit cards work well as picks. Here comes A. And then B. And then comes C. Then D. Then E. Then F. And G. And A. And then B flat. Now here you want to make sure the B has a flat, which is a little small B symbol after the big capital B. And then C. And then D. Oops. And then E flat, so the E will have a little small letter B after it. Now if I go back to the D at the bottom, it's already flat a little bit because we've added so much tension to the instrument. It's bowing slightly, and that makes all the notes go slightly out of tune. So you'll have to tune it again, but after the second or third tuning, the box will be pretty stable. Should stay in tune for the seasonal changes and stuff. You can touch up an instrument like this every week, or you can wait. Usually it stays in tune with itself for a while. But if you're going to play with along with some other instrument like a flute or piano or something, then you need to adjust your tuning to match that and keep it up to concert pitch. I think that should help you. You can rewind and do this whole tuning again just to touch up the whole instrument and get it up to pitch, and then you can start playing.